I don't know if you know this, but there's a civil war going on between old black dudes and young black dudes. Old niggas hate us. Any older cousin, uncle, nigga named Darnell, they don't want nothing to do with us. I came home for Thanksgiving wearing pink socks. This nigga spit stuffing out. Why all y'all gay? I was like, you just met my girlfriend, nigga. I don't even know how to answer that question. And it pisses me off that old niggas do that. Be like, why y'all act like that? Why y'all weird? Why y'all act like that? Why y'all weird? The government. The same way you acted weird when you were young, because of the government. The FBI wanted to destroy black men so we could never build equity in our communities, so they wanted us to be detached from our families, so they made economic obstacles. The prison system flooded us with drugs, so subsequently it would lead to a generation of black men raised by their grandmas and their moms, just like me, creating a generation of sassy-ass niggas.
I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, you see the clip. You know, the war against sassy men, you know. Dig the clip, dig what he was saying. And it's true to a degree. I think one of the issues is this, though. Younger guys act like this is the only era where guys were raised by their mothers and grandmothers. And that's not true. I was raised, you know, predominantly by my mother and grandmothers, predominantly by my grandmothers. And, you know, I was a kid in the 80s. So, and the interesting thing is, were there some guys that were just a little too much? Absolutely. Were there some, but we had a better society of young men and grown men who were like, listen, there's certain things you will do and there's certain things you won't do. Nowadays, I don't want to say it's non-existent, but it doesn't exist like it did. And so the sassiness is aggravating. And the reason why it's aggravating, because even on the other side, when the guys were a bit more violent, let's just say that we were a bit more violent, right? You knew if you stepped out of line, it might be a problem. And I think now what you're getting is the sassiness of guys who are really disrespectful to the point that they're gonna get hurt. Some of them do get hurt, but that surprise look like, whoa, you can't, you know, I'm supposed to sit here and argue with you, and I fight with my words, and even if my words are fighting words, you're only supposed to respond with words. It's like, nah, that's not how they go. Don't pick a fight if you don't want to get one. That's how it actually goes, you know. And you see it with the ladies too, where, you know, this yapping and just being utterly disrespectful as if there aren't any consequences. And that's the problem. I think in a sense of parenting, I think parents have let kids believe that you won't get touched. Like, there have been too many parents backing bad behavior to the point where you got kids and young adults believing, oh, I could say whatever I want, and I could do whatever I want, and I can act however I want, and I can dress however I want, and I can, you know, conduct myself however I want, and nobody's supposed to say or do anything to me. And it's like, that's not true. See, part of the sassiness is like stop bringing your drama to everybody else's life and expecting them not to have a boundary. Have a moment where it's like, nah, get that from around me. And that's what a lot of the attitude is about. Because y'all just, you know, y'all saucing it up out there. Like y'all actually real saucy out here with some of the things y'all doing. And it's not necessarily just the dress code. It's now you're seeing men seeing it in real time and watching it in real time, the feminizing of young boys all who become grown men. And the issue is you boys ain't really pushing back on that. I can't say that having predominantly women raising you won't you might come out with some female characteristics. What I will say is this: boys used to push back on that. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. That's the, I'm not a girl. Like, that's something that girls do. Boys don't do that. Even if you were raised by predominantly women, now it's just like the boys are just falling in line and just, they're socialized and even brainwashed in a feminine way. And guys are like, "What are y'all doing? Like, what's going on with y'all right now?" And a part of that is a character issue. Some of y'all sassy and y'all have low character, low integrity, low ethics, low morals, and you just, and y'all mistaken being a scam artist with a thug. And that's not the same thing. And you're mistaking being a liar for a gangster, and that's not the same thing. In the sense of, if a gangster is lying, he knows there's going to be gangster consequence. Y'all out here just lying and acting like y'all walk off into the sunset and scamming and just walk off into the sunset. And it's just stupid. And what you're seeing is men looking at it like, nah, this is not, bro, what is up with y'all? And y'all are too, there's one thing to be, y'all are weird when it comes to, like, and it's not a lot of the times y'all fault. Y'all were raised to be weirdos, and now you're weirdos. And it's one thing to say, a lot of teenagers are weirdos. You're being a teenager, you're doing things you think are cool and popular. But the issue is now you're growing up to be an adult weirdo, and now you got this arrested development thing, and you arrested development at being sassy. And guys get tired of it. Guys get tired of your bad attitudes. Guys get tired of your snappy little comments. Guys get tired of the manipulation. Guys get tired of the overly fashion sense. Like, hey, okay, we get it, bro. Like, guys get tired of, men being concerned about how they look and not what they do. You trying to be fly to do nothing to go nowhere. That makes no sense. So that's what, like, that. It is a war, because it's like, and it's sad to say this, older guys are looking at younger guys like, if y'all gonna wind up being the leaders in the future, this is not gonna go well. And that's the issue. Like, it's like, it's not gonna go well. Kind of like, I don't know if y'all, the Coming to America 2, the second Coming to America, when James Earl Jones was the king and Prince Hakeem was still a prince, and he was looking at his son like, he was looking at Eddie Murphy's characters like, this boy ain't gonna make it a few weeks. He is not ready for this. He's just too soft, And some of y'all think it's gonna work out okay, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, because y'all gonna have to roll your sleeves up and toughen up at some point. And that's the issue. A lot of y'all being coddled, and actually sometimes not even coddled, pushed in the complete wrong direction, and you never even fought back on it when you knew it was probably a bad idea. But I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you.